let me tell you, the scripture that I heard, Lord forgive me because I don't know where it's found right now, but I'm sure y'all do.
You'll find it.
That you are an epistle, a book, read of men. My God, Jesus. Listen.
That part.
The only way that a good book is written is there is some research
that happens.
There's some work that's put in. Bestsellers, baby, the author put in some work.
They put in some work.
Why? Because they knew because of my experience and what I've been through, somebody is going to be blessed, but I got to put in the work.
Welcome to the Pastor Chira Show. I'm Pastor Chira, and today we launch. We launch into new territory. We launch into new mindset. We launch into new relationship. Are you ready to launch out? Come on and launch out with me as we go into this conversation on today. I'm excited. Can you tell from my face that I'm really excited? Yeah, I'm excited because we have just had an amazing weekend, and we are going into, this is our kind of wrap up with our steps, because we are in the month before the last month of this year. Can you believe that we have made it to November? I am in awe that this year has gone so fast, and all of these steps that we have taken have gone so fast. But we have been taking these steps with my amazing co-host, and that is none other. Y'all know who she is. Come on, give it up for Pastor Dayna Devine. Yes.
Hey! Hello, everyone.
Yes.
How are you? I was good. How you doing?
I was good.
I love being here. Okay, let me just say, I love it.
Well, we love having you here because there is nothing like this experience of us being in the studio together, which is why we just came out of an amazing weekend. Wait. So there might be somebody who doesn't know you yet.
Y'all know who I am already.
Come on, tell the people who don't know yet who you are.
Hello, everybody. I am Pastor Dayna Devine of S.L.I.M Ministries, and I am always excited to be here, hanging out with my sister. And I got to tell you, you got to continue to tune in.
Yes.
You got to continue to tune in. Like no other. You will always get what you need right here on the Pastor Chira Show. That's all I got for you.
Oh!
I'm telling you. You gonna get it right there.
Because that's what we do. And that's what we did over the weekend at
Baby.
The live experience.
What?
I mean,
it was dope.
It was amazing to not just be with each other.
Right.
Because we do that.
Right.
But to have the audience there and people there, and to have them interact with us and engage with us. And,
amazing.
And all the past guests that came and that were,
amazing. Amazing. The energy in the room. Amazing. Let me tell you. So, coming from a performance high school, when you on stage and you got the energy of the people, babe.
It's not, even preaching, when you got the energy of the people, It does something for you.
Yes, it does.
And that's what the live experience did for us.
Yes.
It just took us
Amazing.
to a whole another place.
Amazing. I'm just saying it was amazing. Now I'm trying to tell you, because I don't think this is gonna be the last one.
You don't think?
No,
So?
I think we're gonna do this again.
We gotta do it again.
We're gonna do this again. Yes. Again. Has to be.
I think so.
Has to be.
You know why? Because the people loved it.
Yes.
They enjoyed it.
Yes.
And they want it.
Yes.
So we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do it again. But you gotta tune in and see everything that happened, because we're going to show what happened during the live experience, because we did record some live shows during the live experience. So
Yes.
we want you to make sure that you continue to tune in, because we got some new things that are coming up in 2024. 2024.
2024.
It's coming. Can you believe it?
2024 is here.
I mean, yeah.
It's here.
Because if we haven't started planning for it, you're already late.
Yeah.
You're
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You're late.
Pretty much.
You're late to the party
Pretty much.
because it has already started. Because
Don't be tardy for the party.
Don't be tardy for the party, because we have to prepare.
We do.
And that's one of the things that we talked about even in our steps
Right.
all year long.
This bow is gonna get on my nerve. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't pay me no mind, y'all. It's okay.
But it's so cute. Isn't it cute? Isn't it cute? It's so stinking cute.
I was trying.
I know. We love the bow. But that's what we've been doing all year long.
Yeah.
Because all of the steps were preparation.
Come on, because I hear it already. Go ahead. Come on, preparation.
It was all preparation for what was either what happened and how we were going to get through it, or what we were coming to and how we were going to work through it, and what we needed to do in order to have the strength for what we encountered.
Yes. And for what's next.
So what's next?
Baby,
What?
there's some things that's coming together.
We got some stuff coming together?
Some stuff is coming together. He's working it out
For?
our good.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's what he said.
That's the word. That's what the word says.
That's what the word said.
But and so even in our striving and in everything that we have done and everything that we've talked about, and even in your book, in your devotional, that that started all this,
Right.
and how it's not just something for you to sit and read,
Right.
but it's for you to sit and work. Because it takes work in order to build
Absolutely.
ourselves up. We can't just sit and expect it to
We
just.
don't have no tissues today. So go. Slow walk me.
I'm sorry.
Slow walk me.
But we can't. We
Right.
can't just sit. And a lot of us expect it to just happen. But these steps have showed us that we got to put the work into it.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
what have
Absolutely.
you gotten from the conversations of strength steps?
First of all, when you talk about work, sometimes you got to go back. Sometimes you got to go back and you got to listen to what you said, what was spoken to you.
Yes.
Because in order for, I don't think at times people retain a lot of the things that either somebody says to them or even in your study and doing your work. Sometimes, not us, but we know people. Not us, but we know people.
We know people.
You know, I want to hurry up and get to what's next. So I'm going to hurry up and do the work. No, some things you can't rush through.
You can't.
Some things you got to slow walk so that you get it. Because what we don't want to do is have to go back and do our first works over again.
Right.
Because we did not do the work.
But what if I stumble? What if I fall back and
get your step, get your footing?
Oh, okay.
You got to get your step, get your footing, and God will reset you then on the journey. Because again, sometimes people stumble and they don't get up. The Bible does say that a righteous man, he falls.
However,
he gets back up.
Right.
You got to get back up. And if you stumble, you don't stay there.
No.
You don't stay there. And trust and believe, there's a lot of people in our walk. And can I just say this? It don't even have to be a Christian walk.
No, it does not.
It don't have to be a Christian walk.
It does not. It's the walk.
Life.
It's the life walk that we're taking.
Absolutely.
Everything is not. Okay. I'm not saying that we don't love God, that we're not Christians,
Absolutely.
that we don't follow after the word. I'm not saying that at all. But we also have to be reachable. Relatable.
Absolutely.
To everyone.
Everybody.
No matter who you are. Cause life be what? Lifing.
You better know it be lifing.
Life be lifing.
And honestly, we would do ourselves a disservice if we think that only Christian folk watch the Pastor Chira show.
I absolutely would.
We would do ourselves a disservice.
And it's not that we would just do ourselves a disservice. We're doing others a disservice as well.
That part. It's that part.
Because if I'm only to reach those that do what I do, say what I say, I'm missing the whole mark.
So when you said reach those, the Bible does say go to the hedges and the highways. The hedges and the highways is not just the people that come to church.
And it's not just the people that you know.
No. Hedges and highways, honey. Y'all.
This way.
Listen.
Yeah.
It's about to work me.
Y'all about to lose the ball.
It's you gotta go to where you need to go.
Yes.
This show goes beyond the church door.
Yeah. And that's the purpose.
Absolutely.
That's why we did live, to reach out to those.
That's why we got to do it again.
And that's why we got to continue with
we have to
what we do. But look, we got to go to a commercial break.
Okay.
And we started talking about our steps, but we want to really, I feel God. We want to really talk about the results.
Results.
Part. Bringing it all together. We'll be right back.
We got another one. Yes, sir. No doubt. Here we go. Drop it. Whenever you to my heart, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna praise you. Whenever you to my heart, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna praise you. Whenever you to my heart, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna praise you. Whenever you to my heart, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna praise you.
Had my head down low, wondering where could I go and who could I talk to. Had my pastor on the line while I'm praying all the time, and a church I can run to. Then I heard about God and how he made a way for me. Set me free, called me victory.
We're back, and again, we're going back into our conversation of our strength steps right here in the month, right before we end the year. Can you believe it? But we're here with Pastor Dayna, and we are stepping it out.
Yes,
we're
we are. I like that.
We are stepping it out because we have come through so many steps.
Absolutely.
And it's time for us to see some results. It's time for us see it all come together, all the work that we put in to being stronger, being better, to being encouraged, seeing it all come together. What does that look like for you?
So you know how I love words, right?
Yes, you do.
So of course, I'm sorry, I had to give a little, because I got to tell y'all what it means when we talk about results. So results are something that occurs as a consequence of some action. Something that occurs as a consequence of an action. So when we talking about our steps, the things that we've come through, we're talking about our steps. The result is the consequence of us doing the work.
Yeah.
Listen, you don't get a result if you don't do the work.
You don't.
When I was coaching basketball, and I would tell my girls, you don't get to the chip without doing the work.
Absolutely.
And the only way, my God Jesus, I feel the Holy Ghost. The only way that you get to the chip is that you've got to have some challenges along the way. You got to beat so many people on the floor on this basketball head team. You got to beat so many people to even get to the chip. You got to eliminate, my God, you got to eliminate some folk so that you can get to the chip. That's the consequence of you doing the work. It's the chip. I'm just saying.
But Pastor Dayna, you used a word that is a trigger for some people.
Okay, I'm sure.
Consequence. Because most of us, if we hear the word consequence, it has a negative connotation. Exactly.
It does.
So it's the consequence of doing the work. That is not a negativity.
No, it's not.
It's not saying that you've done something bad or you've done something negative. It's not. Consequences are not negativity. What you hear?
Did you feel me?
I felt it.
Which then says, because if we were doing these steps, which then says I got to change my perspective and my perception about my work.
Yes.
I got to change how I'm looking at this work.
Yes.
Just like with children, when we tell them you got to do chores. You have to do chores. We are building character.
Can you say that one more time?
We are building character
by giving them chores. Because we're giving them work to do, which is telling you don't get everything. You gotta work for this stuff. There are things that you gotta do. It just don't come just because you want to wish it into existence.
Are you hearing?
It just don't come just because you want it. You gotta work for this stuff. You gotta put something into it in order to get something out of it. If you really want to be different, if you really want to change, if you really want a different an outlook and different results, you gotta do the work.
You have to do the work.
If you want to see it all come together.
Listen, I would not, Lord, just Jesus, just go with me, y'all. I would not be sitting here today had I not done work. You probably would not
either.
even, exactly.
I wouldn't.
You're not going to just, Lord Jesus, you're not going to just bring any old body
No.
on the show. You got to have some skin in the game. Meaning I've done some work.
Something. I've done something that will help someone along their way.
Yes.
Because the things that we go through, the things that we encounter, the things that we have stepped through.
I like that. Step through.
We have stepped through it in order to not only be an encouragement of ourselves, but so that others know, you know what? I can too. But you know what else?
Yes.
Not long ago, I was sitting and I was watching TV. And it was at night. So I was like, I don't want something on that's gonna have anything that's scary.
I already hear you.
Or spooky or
I hear you.
And I was like, I need something that's light. So I went to a channel that has something light. But in every show, I don't care what show you watch.
Come on.
In every show that is put on television,
Yes.
there is always
Come on.
a situation,
Yes.
a circumstance.
Yes.
It is always something that they have to overcome.
Yes.
I don't care what show it is.
Yes.
You can go to the Waltons. You can go to
I love the
Leave
Waltons.
It right. You can go the Waltons. Leave It to Beaver.
Yes.
You can go to Highway to Heaven.
Yeah.
You can
I like
go
Highway
to
to Heaven.
right. Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, I love Little House on the Prairie. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You can go. I don't
Always.
care
Always.
what show comes on. There is going to be an obstacle that has to be overcome.
A wonderful pastor said this. He said, if you never had a challenge, you would never gain a victory.
Ever.
If you never had a challenge, you would never gain a victory. Thank you, Pastor Barry, for that.
Thank you, Pastor Barry.
So there has to be these challenges in
Yes.
your life
Yes.
that will cause you to apply your steps.
Right. So that we can see
The
It all-
outcome.
see it
the
all
end
come
result.
together.
See it come together. And what we want, I think sometimes we want to skip steps.
whoo.
And I remember saying this some years ago. I was talking to actually a panel. And I said to them, here's the thing with life. You don't get to skip steps.
No.
And think that you're going to get the result that you got pictured in your mind.
Right.
You don't get to skip steps.
No.
If you want this result, this process, you have to, baby.
This process is what we have to go through.
Yes.
Go.
And the process is an involuntary series of change.
That you have no control
Come
over.
on. Woo!
None.
Say it one more again. Say it one more
That
again.
you have no control over.
None.
None.
Because when you said yes, YES, when you yielded everything submissively to God, you don't have no control. Listen, you don't get to dictate your
You
yes.
don't. But guess what? It's not even when we just yield everything submissively to God. When you said yes in that relationship,
Baby, don't.
when you said yes
Where the tissues at?
to that job, when you said yes to that organization, when you say yes,
Yes.
there are a lot of things that we say yes to. It's a lot that we say yes to.
Yes.
Do you really understand your yes?
Ooh. And that's why folks got to do their first works over.
That's why
because they don't understand.
And you know what?
Ooh, go.
That's why we gotta keep our steps. Just because
Jesus.
you went through the steps doesn't mean that you don't go back to some of the steps.
Listen, because seasons change.
Because
seasons change. You heard me. Seasons change. And you might need one of those steps for the next season.
You might. Right. You might need to go back to that step. You might need to go back and pray again.
Yes.
You might need to go back and look at yourself in the mirror again and ask yourself some questions. You might need to do that.
Self-examination.
You might need to sit down and get the book, the devotional, so that we can work some things out as we're going through what we're going through. Because we need these scriptures. We need these things.
We do.
In order to help us in our steps. I am so grateful that you came in the time that you did to help us through these steps, because I listened to our conversations and I received from our conversations.
Yes.
Our conversations have strengthened me.
Yes.
And I so appreciate you taking the time to be the co-host for this segment of Strength Steps in 2023. And I am so looking forward to what we have coming in 2024.
Me too.
You don't want to miss our next, because God has so much more in store for all of us. We're going to continue to be strengthened, but there's another level to this strength. I need you to stay tuned for all that's coming in 2024, because you will continue to be strengthened in your steps. I'm Pastor Chira. This is the Pastor Chira Show, and I'll see you next week. God bless. Coming up on the Pastor Chira Show,